So it's good evening, good afternoon, or good morning, depending where you are across the globe. This is DTR Movement bringing to you the DTR IMSA 2026 series. Hey, DTR Richie is there in the chat. Evening, Richie. Nice to have you in. Thank you, Digger. Thank you. Yeah, so you're joining us this evening, and we have the race number 2 of the main IMSA series for 2026, and we are at Laguna Seca, as you can see. And Sayo just coming through there with his MX-5, and as you can see, these are the MX-5s, so this is where it kicks off. The MX-5s kick off their series. This is the first series they'll be on, and this is race number 1 for them, for the MX-5s. There's 4 races the MX-5s will be in, and they will take part in all the races that aren't endurance ones. So we have 3 endurance races, which are races 1, 4 and 7 for this series, but this the MX-5s will feature in the races 2, 3, 5 and 6. So yeah, looking forward to these because they're an awful lot of fun. As we can see, Wes has got the wipers going, as always. Absolutely keeping it going. Won't be much rain here, that's for sure, but pretty dry. But Sayo, horses, indeed, horses. How are you? Hope you're keeping well. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing these being put through their paces. Racing medium tyres with these this evening, so it's 12 laps as well, the MX-5 tonight around Laguna Seca. 12 laps on the racing medium tyres. Shouldn't need to refuel, it is a sprint race. So yeah, I'll be running it through as Wes with the orange, black and white livery, 12R. Let's go through some of the other liveries as well. Yari also using it too. Indeed, Richie, absolutely. Sayo should be a mod as part of DTR. Evening, Nick. Nick's in the chat as well. Nice to have you here with us, Nick. Also, Nick will be streaming too, so if you want to share some love, cross over onto Nick's channel as well. Give a like and see how things are going from his perspective. He is hosting this evening, so always nice to show a bit of love there. Yari coming on around there through. We have Shocky as well. Shocky going from the blue. It's metallic, nice metallic blue actually. That one looking nice. So Shocky's done a nice job with that one. Looking good. We have Chad with us as well. So Chad has jumped in as a replacement for DTR Deck this evening. Nice sort of purple, blue purple colouring on that one as well. It looks very nice, like that. Very much a purple fan, so yeah, that's a nice colour. Looking good. So yeah, Chad jumping in replacement of DTR Deck, who can't be with us this evening. Has a prior engagement, so Chad taking his position tonight. I think Laguna Seca, I think, called Chad. I think it was just too strong a call. I think he couldn't wait to get on this track. A lot of fun, nice track as well. Going down through, we've got Robbo with us as well, and Robbo with the Red Bull livery. Would it be anything else? Oh, he's picked up our second penalties. Penalties, of course, are on. They're on week for this. But, yeah. Oh, okay. Well, you could. Oh, yeah. I think he was going to pit for a moment. Coming back around, and there we have Forever Young. Sayo with this one tonight. Ian in the chat. Evening, Ian. And yeah. So coming around, but yeah, so there will be the usual qualifying, which will be done with the Pro-Am drivers coming out first, and they will come out for their outlap in 2 flying laps, and they will be followed by the pro drivers at the 4-minute mark. So it's a 10-minute qualifying. Pro drivers will leave the pits at 4 minutes. They will join the track and they will have their out lap, and then their 2 flying laps also, and the 2 flying laps are also in place for the GT3s, the GTD, which come after this one. So we have the GT3 race coming after the MX-5s, but this is the first of the MX-5 Cups. Very excited for this. So we're just waiting, I think, on Muggelina and DK. So hopefully DK and Muggelina will be in. Where's the back on that way? Shocky spinning round there, giving it some spinny spinners. Then we got Peter. Yes, there we go. The Pink Floyd liveried MX-5 as well. Number 78. Great stuff. And let me okay, let's just check a couple of bits. Just go off there 1 little second. Go. Okay, posting that one. Just covering a few bits at the moment. So sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. So yeah, let's get back. And yeah, Yari, number 67. So these are quite a lot of fun around here. A lot of fun, and they can bite. They certainly can bite. But they are a lot of fun around here. So like I say, this is the first race of the MX-5 Cup. This is the support series with the IMSA, with the DTR IMSA series. Let's have a look. There we go. Let's get that one on there. Just trying to catch up. Yeah, lovely. There we go. Okay, lovely stuff. Yeah, the links are shared. Thank you very much. Thank you very much indeed. Excellent stuff. And I might just quickly put in there as well. Yeah, we're waiting on Muggelina and DK, I think, at the moment, Nick. But yeah, we'll give it. What are we looking at now? So we're at 1949, aren't we? Okay, we'll give it till 55, and then if they're not in, we'll have to start. So yeah, just start at 55. Okay. Thanks, buddy. Thank you. Beautiful stuff. Okay, we'll give them another 6 minutes. Shocky's in. Even it's Shocky. Cool, cool, cool. So Excellent stuff so far. Let's have a look. Oh, yeah. Let me get that on there first, and then we'll get back to the business. There we go. That's it. Lovely. There we go. Super stuff. Yeah, starting at 55, so everyone knows now we'll be starting at 55. I sent out notes to other drivers for them joining in. Some I've not heard, so don't know if anyone isn't racing. I know of those that said they weren't, so we got them replaced in time. So hopefully the other two will jump in time. So we won't want to see them miss out on the MX-5. A lot of fun. The 12R. Like I say, it's racing mediums this evening. 75 litres of fuel. It's a sprint race, 12 laps around Laguna Seca. Opening round. And tonight we have DTR Yari with us at the moment. Chad as well, with the nice little metallic purple going on. I like that. Looking good. Sayo also with the Forever Young. Reminds me of a song from the 80s as well, and I can't remember who the band was. I'm sure someone might remind me in the chat. Maybe, but I'm sure. Hey, Wes is in there. Wes. Welcome. Nice to have you in. Yeah, Forever Young. I'm pretty sure that was from the 80s, wasn't it? A song from the 80s. Got used in a film as well, if I remember rightly. Napoleon Dynamite. Yeah, I'm sure it was Napoleon Dynamite. Yeah. But yeah, it's a horse by all accounts, I was saying. So name of real horse. And that really nice livery on there, looking good. Going through to M3 guy, running with the 230. As is always, these times. Yeah, it was a good move, great movie. Napoleon Dynamite, yeah, a lot of fun. Loved that. Really was. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, good stuff. Rex Quando. But yeah, parked up at the moment. Shocky still out, getting some laps. And Hippie's also in the chat. Evening, Hippie. Nice to have you here. Hope you've warmed up, ready to go. MX-5. The transition from MX-5 to the GT3s is quite something. So that'll be also quite interesting to watch later as they go from changing through from the Mazdas to the GT3 car of choice for the GTD races, which will come afterwards. That's 40 laps. And we'll go through that as well. So qualifying for this one, like I say, will be Pro-Ams out first. Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. I think everyone should do that. Get in, sit down, put your feet up, and enjoy some of this racing this evening. And yeah, no Ian this evening, so we don't have Ian racing with us this evening. Yes, let's go DTR, yay! Absolutely, thank you. Thank you, buddy. All being well, should be a good night. Thanks, STS. Joining us in time for the MX-5 race. Opening round of the season. For this one in the IMSA 2026. This being the support series for it. Is anybody else out? Well, I'll stay with Yari for now. Yari getting some laps. Absolutely, don't forget the like button. Hit that like button, please. Share it. Don't want anybody missing out on this. This is gonna be a lot of fun. This one from absolutely, get belted in. Belt up and get ready. Get ready for the ride of your life tonight. These are going to give you some entertainment for sure. Hey, Stig's in as well, evening Stig. Thank you very much. Yep. Good luck everybody, says Stig. Thank you very much for that. Hope all's well with you, brother. Hope you're keeping well. So you've got plenty going on too, so yeah, you're keeping yourself busy as well, which is nice to see. Great stuff, brother. Keep up the good work. Lovely stuff. So Yari just bringing that over, down through the corkscrew. Compression there as you get them down and drop. In France at the moment. Well, have a lovely time and have a wonderful time visiting your mum. That all goes well. Really have a lovely time. Great to have you here. Indeed, bonjour. Bonjour. Comment ça va? And, yeah, lovely stuff. Looks like we're starting. So, Yari will be out first with all the other pro-ams. Yeah, have a lovely time. Stig. Yeah. Richie is Dream Team Racing. There he is. and I am obviously DTR Moomin, bringing this to you live. Here we go. So we have Severi leading us out. Yari is there as well. Japanese racehorse. Okay. Okay. Lovely bit of information there from Sayo with regards to the livery on his car this evening. So yep, we have Yari out there as well. We have Severi out in front at the moment with the Tobacco liveried Mazda. Nice, yeah, nice tribute indeed. It is nice. Severi has this one created by, and there's some good info in there as well. Major wins including the Saudi Cup and Del Mar Breeders' Cup as well. So yeah, there we are. So Forever Young, Japanese horse, it's done very, very well indeed. Oh, yeah, the compression just catching out there. And Yari just coming through. No damage done. No problems. Crikey, it's a heck of a horse. Well, let's hope that brings you the luck you need tonight, Sayo. Let's hope that brings you the MX-5 that little bit of G up, as they'd say. Hope all goes well with the race. But here we are, Yari leads them out now. So Yari will be the first one, realistically, to get in a lap. We'll go through the car. So Yari. We then have Severi, Shoki, Dexter, should be Peter as well, and I think Mudgelina and DK are not in with us at the moment, so they hopefully will be in with the others for the GTD Group 3 race. All being well. We've got 10 likes in there as well, which is lovely. Thank you very much, everybody. Keep hitting that like button whenever you're popping in. Great stuff, great stuff. So, Peter with the Pink Floyd livery. We'll be bringing that in. And there you go, the pink mirrors and the pink wheels as well, looking good. Excellent stuff. Really good. Yep, out lap and then 2 flying laps. That's what it is, and you'll be left. You need to leave the pits at the 4-minute mark. So once it hits 4 minutes, that's when you are able to then join the track, right onto the track, and then take your out lap and your flying laps. Here we go. So we're moving up to Severi now, P2, but it'll be Yari who will be the first as we catch him coming down through the corkscrew. Now the compression right-hander off onto the dirt. It's so easy to do that as well. So easy to do that. As he takes the left. And let's see. Quali timer, so it's 4 minutes in on the quali timer. So Yari 137.595. So let's get that info, because without it, we don't know. There it is. There it is. So brilliant stuff. So Yari currently in P1 with Severi in P2, Shockey P3, Dexter in P4. And Peter just coming around the final left-hander. Dropped around about 40 to 50 for that. And over the line he comes. Well, there we go. 137.671. So into P2 for Peter. Pink Floyd Peter taking P2 at the moment. So an excellent lap. Putting pressure on. Now you have the opportunity to go for it a little bit now, if you want. But Yari will be looking to try and push a little bit here as well. Perhaps one or two will put their bankers in, and now we'll push it a little bit harder and see if they can get that time, see if they can get sub 137. Okay, through the corkscrew again for Yari, and he's up on his best time so far, so he's up by 3/10 at the moment. Looks like he's going to go a little bit quicker on this one, all being well, if he holds it well on this one. Keep off the dirt, there we go. Coming down to the final left-hander. Round he comes. Nicely taken. And we'll cross the line, let's see. Yeah, the 136, much quicker that time. So it's Severi also with a 137.632. So yeah, there we are. The guys now return to the pits. They've had their 2 laps. That's it. Dexter pulling over, realising he's also had his 2 laps. Needs to pull in. So yeah, just post that in there. Just real quick. There we go. He probably already has, but there we are. I'll just post that in, guys. And now we have time for me to get on to the pro drivers. They're all out now. So they're out on their out lap. Robbo is leading them through. Nick also with the Pennzoil livery. MX-5, oh, just got to be careful now. Don't think you'll pick up a penalty from that. You certainly don't gain time from it, that's for sure. So yeah, wanted to try and get that corner a little bit cleaner if you can. Beautiful. Sayo just in behind. There we have Chad. There we have Wes as well, number 88, and just trying to get a bit of heat into those tyres, I think, by the looks of things. Knows the other 2 flying laps are coming up, so yeah, getting some temperature into them before we start. Hippie also a little bit of weave in and wiggling, trying to make sure he gets that heat in again. Nice pink, that's a nice colour as well, sort of pinky purple. That's looking nice, I like that. Very nice. And there's a car centre on there as well, which is cool, I like that. Love it, love it. We'll have a closer look at that as the race goes on, but just at the moment they're in the qualifying. And let's just jump back through again. So we have Wes currently on his first lap, we then have Chad also on his first lap. First flying Sayo, Nick, and everyone seems to have gapped themselves a little bit now, which is good. On the left-hander up the hill, on the incline, as we come up to the left-hander, or down, sorry, the left-hander on the corkscrew, that's it. I forgot where we were there for a moment. There we go, around to the left, trying to maintain as much momentum as you can, throwing through there. To the right, try and keep on there, he's pushing. Over to the right, nicking that apex, nice and wide exit, keeping that pace going. Nice Nick just creeping back out onto the track, but there we are, so 137.961 is the first lap. Chad. Oh, it looks like Chad's going to get the possibly, yeah. He's in P2 at the moment, so yeah, great outlap there. Oh, and we have a 136 as well by Wes as well. So Wes into the 136s as well. Oh, a little bit of a battle going on now. Hippie with a 136.283 as well, so just outside what Yari posted. Yari, of course, in the Pro-Am this time round. The Hippie in the Pro. Along with Chad. What I like about the MX-5s is it's quite open in some ways, which I really like. Not always guaranteed. In terms of the drivers, you know, it can favour some drivers. Some drivers can really warm to the MX-5 and do pretty well in it and excel in it. So it's what I like about the series. That's why I like the MX-5 Cup series so much, is because it's pretty open. It's not always a given. It's, all the drivers that are in Pro and Pro-Am will, you know, all the Pro drivers will be at the top and all the Pro-Am drivers will be at the bottom. It's a nice little race, nice little series. And it's just remembering, if you are the Pro or the Pro-Am, I'll stay with Chad at the moment as he's coming through. Hippie, yep, so yep, Hippie coming through. Chad with a 137.6, not quite as good, no improvement there, but still holds P3 at the moment. There of course are points available, but they also are points available for Pro and Pro-Am for finishing on in the top three. 135.852 by Hippie, so first driver to get sub 136 is Hippie. Well done, congratulations on that one. There's still, I think that's it. Is that everyone? I think that might be everybody. It is. No one else is going to get closer. So, interesting low time posted by Nick or Sayo on that. But we do have everyone else has posted on that one, so yeah. But we'll roll with Hippie at the moment, who has pole position. It is a bit hippie, it is, yeah, absolutely, but yeah, it's quite something. Okay, if your flying lap doesn't reset back to the pit stall, you don't get time for a flying lap. Yeah, it's best to, yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, it's best to sort of stay out if you can. You normally burn that off towards the end of the lap. Generally, I think, and that's part of the test, really. It's like, it's part of the test, really. It's purely on the initial part of it. I think it's a case of trying to get a good banker in on your first flyer, so then you can push that little bit more on the second lap. But yeah, okay, so there we have it. Hippie then taking a P1 with Yari in P2 for the Pro-Am. So we have the Pro Hippie, followed by the Pro-Am driver Yari in P2. P3 is Chad, and Daiko's in the chat too. Even a Daiko, even. Yeah, so Chad in P3 as well. So well done, congratulations. And then we have in the Pro, Wes also in the Pro in P4, Severy Pro-Am in P5, Peter Pro-Am in P6. We have Robbo in Pro in P7, Shocky in the Pro-Am in P8. We then have Dexter in Pro-Am in P9, Nick in the Pro in P10, and Sayo in P11, also in the Pro. So yeah, excellent stuff. Right, so I've saved all those, what I needed to do. Great stuff, great stuff. Okay, so it's just a case of waiting, and I know Nick will start the race in the next minute or two. There we go, race starting in 1 minute, everybody. Vettel has came in, so Vettel, stay in with us, you will get to race in the GT3s. Unfortunately, we can't really do much on this one, but I'll just say that beforehand. Yeah, let me just post that for the Group 3s. So if I just put that in a minute. Yeah, that was a long-winded way of doing that. Moomin, what are you doing? And I post that. So yep, I put that in there. Stay with us for the Group 3. So yeah, just stay in with us. DK, the race is about to start. It could be, but yeah. Yep, let's get some popcorn. Let's watch this now. Yep, absolutely. Rolling start. So here we go. Rolling start it is. I think some P9, 10, 11 might be a little bit tricky. You should be able to, because it's not a grid start, so you should be okay. Yeah, really, Sayo. Absolutely. Optimum slipstream. I think that's what Sayo is referring to. Optimum slipstream. But here we go. So Sayo leads them out. Carries them through. 12 laps then, guys. 12 laps of Laguna Seca here in the Mazda MX-5 series, Cup series. This is the support series to the main IMSA series. And holding them all out at the moment. So Yari in P2, we have Feta P3, I'll say it Feta. It's what it says, so I'll do that. Let me just get this on as well, because you'll want to know that. You won't need to know any other information really, because it's pretty much racing medium tyres, and it's 12 laps with racing medium tyres and plenty enough fuel, so there shouldn't be any issues there. So currently the top 3 are holding their first, second and third positions respectively. We then have Wes in P4, Severy in P5. Then we have Robbo, Shocky, Peter. Look at this collection at the back here. This is pretty intense stuff. So let's just sit on for a moment here. Robbo, Shocky. Then we have Sayo. Sayo's moved up a few places as well. We have Sayo in P9 now. Peter in P8. Dexa in P10. Followed by Nick in P11 at the moment. But yeah, look at there. You can see the lift there as they lift off, coming down through the corkscrew. We still have Hippie in P1, Yari in P2 and Feta in P3 at the moment, but this is very tight at the moment. We'll just stay with it for a little moment. Peter just picking up a bit of dust, but he's managing to hold on to that inside line, keeping Sayo at bay. Slightly dirty tyres, but holds it well, Excellent stuff, and keeping Shocky in touch, so important to do that. As you can see, keeping that slip. If you can keep that slip, you can hold the others behind a little bit. Indeed, absolutely. It's a big wall. It's a main brick wall. You need a big hammer. Let's take that one down. Absolutely. The old reference to the old Pink Floyd there from Dyko. But absolutely, there we go. Sayo trying to go around the outside. Has he managed to make it work? He might have gone a little bit wide for his troubles. Has he managed to stay on? He is. He's still in P8 at the moment. Peter in P9. Nick in P10, has he made a move? He has managed to just squeeze through on Peter. But still, after this, another 10 laps to go, so plenty of time yet. And Dexa just bringing up through the rear at the moment. A yellow flag as well, so we'll have to see what's happened here. Robbo, it looks like Robbo might have span out. Lots of screeching going on. There's so much action going on here, guys. Half a second penalty as well for Sayo, so that's going to bring Nick a little bit more into the clutches of Sayo here. We still have Severy in P5 with Wes in P4. P1, 2 and 3 has slightly changed, so Feta has moved in front of Yari at the moment. We will go to that battle, I think. We'll just have a quick little look, see how close they are. Yari just less than a second behind from Cheta, as you can see on there. And Hippie is moving out a little bit now, so he's managing to get himself a little bit of a distance, a little bit of breathing space, Hippie. From Cheta in P2. Yari in P3. Great drive by Yari though still. Excellent stuff. We've got Wes in P4 with Severi in P5. He's within half a second, so just want to keep there. Stay there as best you can. In the Tabac original livery by Daiko. Looking really good. And keeping himself nice and tight. God, there's so many screeching going on, but Shockey in P6 seems to have isolated himself a little bit there as well, so he's got a bit of breathing space between himself and Sayo, who's just behind now. So Sayo going wide, picking up dirt as well, so that's going to slow him up. And Nick going through into P7, so Nick starting in P10 has now gone up to P7 so far. Sayo in P8. Sayo also starting in P11, so maybe these two are going to have a nice little battle now as well. Peter not too far off. Oh, he's come through there nicely as well, so he's eating up a bit of time there. He's obviously getting the run through there very nicely indeed. So, oh, and down to less than a second. Definitely catching. So, definitely finding the flow going through that part, coming down through the corkscrew. Robbo in P10, Dexter in P11, just losing a little bit of touch now, but no worries at all, no worries. And we'll go back through now to the top man at the moment, so we'll go into P1, which is Hippie, still running things out in front. Now he's managed to open up a little bit more of breathing space now from himself, from Chad in P2, Yari still in P3. These three have seemed to have made a bit of a gap from the others at the moment. We'll sit in with Hippie for a moment. We'll see exactly how he's racing up through here now, bringing it up through. They have the 75 litres of fuel, which will be disappearing a little bit now. Down, there we go, down through the corkscrew with Hippie. Then we have the left-hander currently running a quicker time than he did before by 0.18, so 0.018 I should say. To the right-hander, just want to maintain good momentum through there. Over to the right, braking now just before the 2, and then over to the apex, slightly wide on the outside, which is what you want. Coming down through to complete the lap. Will he get a quicker lap than before? Oh, not quite, but by 0.9099, but almost. But yeah, that's it. Brilliantly round. We'll stay on until he's completed a lap with us. We'll do that again as well with one or two of the others too, as we keep an eye out on the positions there. You can still see Wes in 4th, Severi in 5th, Shockey 6th, Sayo in 7th, and Nick in P8 at the moment. Nice and tidy down through there. Just slight little lift on the throttle as you take it through, trying to carry the momentum. All about momentum these. Once you lose that momentum, you've got to brake, but you do want to have that momentum, keep pushing along. 197 brake horsepower these, so they are more powerful than what we used in the last series, and they use the 2-litre engine too, as opposed to the old 1.8 I believe. But yeah, there we go, and down through the corkscrew. Excellently done, there you go, that's how you do it. And also 3/10, we'll just sit on, let's just see if Hippie can bring in a 135.2 maybe. Currently with 135.573 being the fastest lap at the moment. Chad 4 seconds adrift at the moment, but we'll see how Chad is coping with Yari. Maybe Yari might be catching up at 130. Yes indeed, so he's managed to just squeeze it through in the end. Excellent stuff. We'll come out now from look at that. Beautiful, isn't it? That's what you get to see. And we come on, bring it round. Beautifully done. And we'll cut back from Hippie now. Chad is 4 seconds behind with 1.6 seconds now with Yari. And these three have managed to get themselves over a 10-second lead at the moment from everybody else. So we have Severi in P4, we then have Sayo in P5 just in front of Wes, so this is a little battle going on, and Severi just going a little bit wide, Wes also going a little bit wide, but Severy going a little bit wide. Oh, over the bump. Oh, almost had some two-wheel action there. Been looking for a little bit two-wheel action, and look at that, Shockey right on the back as well. We'll just see if Shockey goes to move. He does, but Wes just managing to hold on. Well done, well done. Wow, that's close. That was close. But yeah, these guys are all very close to each other here. They really are. The top three have managed to make themselves get themselves quite a bit of space. But from Severy, Sayo, there you go. Just coming down through the corkscrew, you'll see. So you've got Severy just behind from Sayo. Sayo now in P4. There is a overtaking prohibited. Yari must have span. So Yari must have span. He's lost himself from Cheta there. A bit of time, I would say. Cheta maybe lost a little bit of time too. But yeah, Sayo now right behind Yari. Yari, of course, in a separate race really, because he's P1 in the Pro-Am. He doesn't really need to race these guys. He's racing the Pro-Am, so he scores P1 for his split, being in the Pro-Am anyway, so at the moment. So he's currently holding P1 in the Pro-Am. Sayo currently holding P3 in the Pro, and we're to Severy's holding P2 at the moment in the Pro-Am. Wes in P4 in the Pro. So keeping in mind that the guys aren't always racing each other as such in splits, but you do want to do as best as you can. And you do have to earn those positions throughout the race. So Severy from Wes and Shockey. This is pretty close between the three. God, whenever you hear those screeching at the tyres, you always think something's going to happen. Such close racing this between these three. Brilliantly done. Severy just holding it. You can see the top three now. It's all got a bit closer there. Yari P3, P4 and P5. It all looks, well, I say P2, P3 and P4 actually up in front. Cheta, Yari and Sayo look to be a little bit closer together. So we'll have a little look to those in a second. At the moment, just still watching Wes with Severy. Oh, there's that little bit dirty tyre there. Still with those wiper blades wiping away. Yeah, see, cleaning off those tyres. Yeah, absolutely. Giving a little wiggle from Wes. We are Shockey right behind, so yeah. A little bit of time then, but Nick in P8 at the moment, so that's nice. He started in P10, so he's moved up from 10th to 9th to 8th at the moment. So yeah, excellent stuff. And Ian, yeah, Ian's in with us as well, in with the chat. Evening, Ian. Richie has joined as well. He's in with us, so maybe he might even be joining in for the GT3s. A bit of joint comms. Let's see. Maybe we can get him in for it. Let's see, chat. What do we think, chat? Do we think we can get him in? We might be able to. Let's go and have a look now up front, and let's see what's happening now between these. So we've got Sayo right with Yari now, and only 2.5 seconds as well. He's Yari from Chad. But keeping in mind that Yari is technically he's in a different race. He's in the Pro-Am, so you know he's currently holding P1 in Pro-Am, so in P3. But he can't really give it up too much, really, because he knows that Severy isn't too far behind, who would be in P2 for Pro-Am. So the race is on. You've got to yeah, earn that position and earn it nice and clean. So in P4. Again, we've got Severy and Wes just right with each other here. Shockey lost a little bit of time, so maybe might have gone a little bit wide on one of the corners. Collected a bit of dirt, maybe. That's put him back. Nick can still have a really good eye on him as well at the moment. That's for sure. Wes in P6. Severy P5, but again, like I say, they are in different. Oh, Wes has gone a bit wide. Has he held it? He has. Well done. But he still have that slight bit of dirt on the tyre. He's just got to clean those off a little touch. Still has Shockey 1.3 seconds behind at the moment, so he still has a little bit of a buffer. But Shockey will be looking to try and see if he can try and get a bit of time back on Wares that he lost on a previous couple of laps. Where he might have gone wide himself and collected a bit of dirt. This is always a bit of a tricky corner, this one. Catches a lot of people out. But thankfully I didn't give the commentator's curse to that. But yeah. Robbo and P9, and Peter in the battle as well, so Robbo and Peter in with a battle here. Excellent stuff for P9 and P10, and Robbo obviously isn't P9 as such because he's in the Pro. Peter P10, but he's in the Pro-Am. And then we have Dexter, who's fallen a little bit behind, but still doing well. Still going well, 1:37 his last lap as well, so yeah, showing pace. Well done Dexter, keep it going. Nice lap time, 1:37.4, so yeah, keep that pace up. Excellent stuff. Watch Dexter as he comes up onto the corkscrew. Takes the left-hander down through the compression on the right-hand side and down through. And again, carrying the weight all over to the left-hand side. As we then come across to the right. Well done, nice line, nice line. Going down to braking, hitting the apex, a little bit wider, but not too bad, not too bad. Excellent stuff. Well done, well done. He's got a bit of an impact there on that front corner, so must have possibly gone off at some point and collected a little bit of the barrier. But keep on pumping away, keep going. Excellent stuff, excellent stuff. So Hippie in P1 now has a very comfortable cushion. And don't want to say that too much because obviously sometimes when you say that things can go wrong, so let's hope nothing does go wrong there. But yeah, holding that P1, excellent drive so far by Hippie. Pretty faultless for most of it by the looks of his lap times there. Pretty faultless, 1:35s and an odd 36 there, but absolutely hammering it. 1:35.396 as well, so he's posted his fastest lap there as the fuel comes down. The tyres will be coming in a little bit. So yeah, looking very good. Yari managing to hold that time. So 1:36.1 for Yari, 3 seconds currently in front. Sayo's just behind now, so he's managed to get in front. Oh no, actually Sayo's P4, so managed to get in front of Severi in the end. And currently in P3 for the Pro. So he's on for a podium finish. It's Sayo. Right behind Chad, sort of closing in a little bit. Oh, gone wide, got a bit of dirt on there now, bit of dirt, careful, careful, careful. Gotta be so careful. Getting a bit of slide going on. Perhaps he likes a bit of sand on the tyres, gives a little bit of a slide as he goes round. But he's lost a little bit of time there. He has lost a few tenths. To Chad, Severi. Just about 2 seconds off from Sayo there, and then we have Shockey 3.9. Wes has picked up a half-second penalty. Shockey also has a half-second penalty. So, oh, that's wide, but managed to hold it. Yes, he has. Well done, Wes. Well done. I thought you'd lost that forever there. Oh my word! And it looks like Nick might have lost it. Oh, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate for Nick. He was running in P8 just behind Wes there. But into P10 at the moment, but still. Oof, yeah. Either carrying a bit of damage or a bit of dirt on the tyres there, so yep. Still holding on to P10 at the moment. Peter in P9. And I know Hippie will be on the last lap now, so we'll go to Hippie in a second. Robbo in P8. Holding that with Wes in P7. 3 seconds behind Shockey. He's on his last lap already. Severi in P5. He's now got a bit of a gap between himself, Sayo, Shockey, so he'll be looking quite happy there in sorts. Nice P5 if he can hold it. It's P2 for the Pro-Am as well, more importantly. Sayo currently holding P3 in the Pro. Chad in P2 in the Pro. Yari has gone up to P1, so Sorry, still holding P1 in the Pro Am. Currently holding Pro. P1 in the Pro, but we have Hippie now. Oh, well done, well done. He clipped that a little bit hard, but he's coming through now to the final left-hander. Kisses the apex. Beautifully done. Hippie's going to be taking the line. He's going to take P1. There, he's got a little bit of a wiggle, flashing those lights. Brilliantly done, Hippie. Well done, well done. GG's, GG's. Beautiful P1. Well done. Great race. We'll now cut back to Yari. He's currently holding P2. I hear a lot of... Oof. Chetter and P3, but yeah, Yari's going to hold on to P2. Congratulations. P1 for the Pro Am, in fact. So, yeah, excellent stuff by Yari. Congratulations, Yari. P2 in the race, P1 in Pro Am. We then have Chad in P3, P4 for Sayo. Excellent race by Sayo. Managed to get himself up from P11. Severi as well. Well done. Congratulations, Severi. P5, excellent, excellent drive. Shockey, P6. Well done. Where's in P7? He'll have a second penalty, but I think he'll be okay. Rosberg coming over in P8. And then we'll have Peter in P9 with Nick in P10 right behind. Very close between those two as well. Great racing, great racing. Really good stuff, really good stuff. Excellent stuff. Really was. Enjoyed that. Excellent stuff. And Dexter just coming back through himself. He's done the corkscrew. Let's watch him over. Let's watch him. And round to the final left-hander. Through he comes. Bring it home, Dexter, bring it home. Congratulations, well done, buddy. Excellent drive, well done, mate. Well done. GG's. Excellent stuff. Good to see it, good to see it. Brilliantly done. Hey, there you go. There's the victory. There it is for Hippie. Congratulations, Hippie. Pole position, clean race as well. So well done on that one. Excellent stuff. Wow, that was exceptional. So let's just get that in first. Let's get to this part as well. There we are. Let's get the results in. I need to save all these first, and then we'll go through it. But what an exceptional race that was, everybody. Brilliant stuff. Great fun. Bit of drama. They're a lot of fun. They really are. Throwing these around. And Laguna is a tricky track. Let's be honest. It is a tricky track. So for these, it always feels a little bit dusty. To me anyway. But yeah, great stuff. Yeah, TBR Cheddar. Well done, Cheddar. Yes, absolutely. You did really well there, mate. You did really well. Yeah, P3, P2 in the Pro. So that was good. Excellent stuff. He's just... I think Nick is just changing the lobby at the moment, but we'll stay on this, the results at the moment. So Hippie in P1, Yari in P2, then we had Chad in P3, Sayo in P4, Severi P5, Shockey in P6, the Butts and Cats Wes in P7, Rosberg Robbo in P8, followed by Pink Floyd Peter in P9, Nick in P10, and Dexter in P11. So well done, everybody. Well done, well done. GG's. Excellent, excellent race that. And a lot of fun. Just watching that was great fun. There was a lot of nice little battles going on in between as well. Lots of nice little battles going on. Shockey, Wes, Severi, Sayo, Yari and Chad, a nice little battle as well. Robbo, it was nice to watch, great to watch. And Nick also having a hand in there as well as Peter as well. So everyone getting in on the action there. It was really good. Excellent stuff. But led from start to finish, Hippie. GG's on that one, GG's on that one. So there'll be a few laps now, and this we now return to. And you can hear in the background some slightly more mean machinery. And that'll be V6s, V8s, V10s, all sorts going on in the background. So here we are. And here they are, flat 6s as well. So there we are. And in lines. So brilliant stuff. Right. Okay, Vettel has joined us now, so Vettel can now get in with us too. Excellent stuff. I wasn't sure if Richie wanted to join. I will just post very quickly, everybody. Bear with me. Just doing something very quickly, everybody. Thank you. Just in case anybody wants to join in. But yeah, let's get in there. There we go. Nice. No, don't want to cancel. Did I do that right? Yeah, and invite. There we go. Let's just see. Let's just see. He's in the lobby with us. Let's just see if he wants to join us in Infocomms. But anyway, yeah, getting back to it. So this is the Group 3s then, everybody. GTD races, as you can see. And yeah, looking very good here. There we are. Hippie. Yeah, everyone's on that. So we've got 12 in. No, we haven't got Ian. I don't think Magdalena's racing this evening. We do have DK back with us in a lovely Ferrari as well, which I managed to get ready for him for this weekend. So we'll have a little look. Chad is also in the Ferrari too. So let's go and have a look. Let's take a little look. And everybody. So Shockey rocking the Golf Porsche. Bit of a retro livery there for Shockey. Number 84. There you go. There you go, that flat 4.2. I'm not sure, Hippie. Let's see. I think we should shout him out, call him out, get him in here for this one. Who knows? But yeah, so yep. Golf Porsche of Shockey. We then also have Sayo in the BMW M4. Clear my throat. There it is. It sort of is, and we're going with it. So there we are. So yep, so the M4, BMW M4 here. And then we'll have, just coming out, Nick coming out in the Monster Porsche as well. Monster Livered Porsche. Just always go with the Monster one. And you see Severi there just alongside him in the Lexus. We'll come to Severi in a moment. There you go, Lambo crew, yeah, indeed. Could do indeed. If you can sort something out for Wes, perhaps. Let's see. But yeah. Nick in the Porsche there. Monster Livered. And then we have Yari in the AMG, I believe, probably the only AMG tonight, I think. So yeah, but very recognisable V8 sound, definitely. Yeah, listen to that, very recognisable. Yari in the Pro-Am. Got his green wingtips, green number boards for GTD. So we will have to. Oh, well, you saw that. Well done. No damage taken there. Well done, well done, well done. Avoided potential problems there. Oh, maybe not for the next ones though. There might have been a rejoin that might not have been quite so good. So let's have a look. But Severi, yeah, in the Lexus. I like the Lexus, and it feels nice around here, feels good. Might not be the quickest, but it's got a nice feel to it. Definitely got a nice feel to it. And again, quite a distinctive V8 sound as well. Oh, well done, managed to stay on, And now we have Vettel with the 296. DK Racing on the side. There it is. Again with the green number boards. So we do have the two splits again for this one as well. So the red number boards are the GTD Pro drivers. So they'll be rocking with the red number boards and red wingtips. and red mirrors. And you'll also have the GTD drivers who will be the Pro-Am basically, who will be in the green. They'll be running with the green number boards, green tips and green rear mirrors. And there it is. A couple of drivers just waiting over there on the gravel. Look. Oh, okay, it just gave way there, and it's quite easy for that to happen. Very easy for that to happen. You've got Chad waiting on the outskirts there. He's also in the 296. Right next to Robbo. Robbo also rocking the AMG, of course he is. Yes, so Robbo is rocking the AMG in the Pro lobby, along with the 296 being with Chad in the Pro lobby as well. Yep, Pro-Am drivers will be out first, followed by the Pro. So everyone's had a bit of a warm-up, got used to the transformation of going from the MX-5 to something that's got a lot of downforce and a lot of power. So yeah, it's quite a transition. Transformation, yeah, transition I should say. That's the correct words there. Yeah, absolutely. Some lovely liveries tonight, so GG's everybody on those. So Pro-Ams will be coming out first, and then at the 5-minute mark the Pro drivers will then join. So we'll try and join on with a Peter. Yeah, Peter was on the Pro-Am, so he will be out. Shocky, DK, that's it. We have Dexter, Yari up in front, and then Severy. So Severy bringing them out. That's okay, don't worry about that. Where's okay. Don't worry, it's a small detail, so don't worry too much on that. It's only a small detail. Not going to worry too much. So yeah, excellent stuff. So number 81, Severy, in the Lexus RCF running the Pro-Am drivers out. Everybody on their outlap at the moment. Let's go through. Yari, Dexter in the BMW, Cattle livery. This is the BMW, followed by Shocky in the Porsche. That's it. Finding a bit of time, finding yourself a bit of space. You then have Peter in the McLaren, and again that will be Dark Side of the Moon McLaren. There you go. Peter rocking all Pink Floyd liveries for this series, and why not? And why not indeed? Why not indeed? There we go. Yeah, I think he's the only one in the McLaren, so yeah. He's flying solo in the 650. Shocking. There we go. And then we have Vettel in the 296. Bringing up the rear. Doing himself. Yes, indeed, Hippie. Yeah. Indeed. So he takes that final corner there. We come through, we'll then go up to Severy, because Severy will be posting his first flying lap. And there we go, race info in full. Pro drivers will be joining at the 5th minute. These are obviously a lot quicker, these cars, so doing laps around about 120, 125, that area. So let's get up to... hang on, so, yes, that's fine, yeah, let's get up to Severy then. Who's coming down to the right-hander. Nice, clips the apex. Nice, on the way out. Over to the right-hand side, then clipping the next apex. Nice, slightly wide on the exit, which is what you want to do. Maximise the pace, 124.6346, so was P1, but I think Yari's taken that with a 123.185. Shocky with a 124.054. Dexter with a 125.060. There we are, so a few now in. Peter with a 125.583. Vettel will be coming round to post his lap time as well. Let's see. Oh, this is looking pretty quick. And not too shabby at all. That's P2 currently in the Pro-Ams. So yeah, excellent. 123.5. So yeah, between him and Yari at the moment. Yari's still out on his second of the and final of the flying laps. Also, Severi also on his second of his flying laps as well. His final flying lap. Oh, and he's lost a little bit there. He's lost it a little bit. Ah, Severi also has lost it a little bit too. So got to be very careful. Severi then. Let's get to Severi because Severi will be the first. Let's see. As he, oh, that's looking like he's a little bit quicker. He is 123.668. Excellent stuff by Severi, keeping the pressure on. Shockey. Oof, 123.65. How close is this, guys? How close is this? It's crazy. Excellent stuff. Brilliant. Peter coming through. 119, 120. Okay, this could be 24-ish. More 25 points down. He's quicker than the previous. 25, and I think that is it. So that would be the Pro-Ams all done. Vettel just coming through, but he's just going to be finishing off his lap realistically. And it's time for the pros to go out. So the pros now at 5 minutes, they'll be out on track. They need to leave from the pits, and out they go. They'll be looking to, yeah, he's heading into the pits. Vettel knows he doesn't manage to do anything more. So pro drivers are out. Pro drivers need to come out. Okay. Let's get that out. Let me get that out. Pro out now. Just so that everyone's aware. I don't want anyone to be stuck or waiting. Robbo is leading them out. Oof, that's somebody going a little bit wide there. But yeah, Robbo leading them out. Nick. So a little bit wide, collecting lots of dust on the wide outside there. Hippie just coming out as well. Chaz also, so hopefully everybody will get their laps in here. They should just about, hopefully, fingers crossed. So let's see how they go. Oops, sorry. So Chad is out on track now, so we'll, yeah. He'll be looking to try and get around nice and quick. Make sure he gets his laps in. Hippie also in the Lamborghini. We've got two Lamborghinis this evening, two Huracans. Chad in the Ferrari 296, sorry. Sayo in the BMW M4. Wes is the other Lamborghini driver in this evening for Kieran. That's the reserve. Then we have Nick. To Porsche. And there's Wes right behind him, as you can see, in the second of the Huracans. There it is, Lucky Strike. Number 88, and I believe he used that in the last series, I think. So yeah, excellent stuff. And then we have Sayo in the N4. Hippie in the Heart of Racing. Huracan. Tipping a nod to Aston Martin there. Aston Martin fan. Indeed he is. Yep, absolutely loves it. Hey Magdalena! Hello. How are you keeping? Hope you're keeping well. Nice to have you in the chat. trying to keep up with the chat as best as I can, but I've lost a few bits, so I will try and get back with it as soon as I can. But let's go back now to here. So I need to try and find. We have Sayo at the moment, who is 123.499, so just behind Yari's time at the moment. Yari still holding for Pro-Am at the moment in P1. Hippie has gone P1 with a 122.9, so he's done a sub 23 in the Hurricane. Excellent stuff from Hippie. Holding it so far. He's on the second of his flying laps. Also is Sayo as well. Nick with a 123.523. I think he's calling it at that. Chad with 123.088 as well, going into P2. So excellent lap as well by Chad. Times are coming in. And he's showing a purple sector at the moment as well, is Chad. So Sayo now in P1 with the BMW with a 122.496. So the times are crumbling here. Tumbling. Robbo with a 126.063 as well in P3 currently at the moment. But Chad was on a purple at that point, but let's just see, is he still on the purple as he comes out through? Down the corkscrew he comes. He's gone to a blue at the moment, but he's still up on his fastest time so far. Hippie with a 122.636 now, taking P2. Chad just going off. Oh, he was half a second up as well. He's going to call it at that. But that's such a shame. He was almost half a second up on his fastest time there. So he's looking at a 122.5, 122.6 there. Such a shame. Such a shame on that one. But Sayo takes pole position here. Indeed he does. Hippie in P2. But there's only 0.14 between the two of them. This is, yeah, very tight indeed. Extremely tight indeed. Whoa. That's very tight. That art of racing. Aston Martin livery. Looks good. Suits it. Goes very well with it, I've got to say. And, yeah. Very nice indeed. Robbo, can't really see Robbo, but in the AMG managing to post a P3 there. And then we had Chad, P4. Butts and Cats Wares in P5. Then we had Yari, the quickest of the Pro-Am drivers, with Vettel in P2. Then we had Nick with the Pros, 123.5. Yeah, we'll have a little look in a moment. But there we go, let's get that result up there for you. I've got to save on these as well. There we go, just so I can save it all. But there we are. So there it is, Sayo and Hippie and Robbo, P1, 2 and 3 respectively. They will head out on the Pros, and then we had Yari, Vettel and Shockey for the Pro-Am. So, and the times, not a lot of time between all of them really, so it's pretty close. But yeah, dipping into the 122s is pretty big going, especially here, Laguna. Excellent stuff, excellent driving by those two up there. Cheta was very unlucky not to break into the 22s, so he was very close indeed. Here we are, so the race will be starting in a little bit. So 40 laps this one, guys, so yeah, 40 laps indeed. Let's have a little sip of drink on this one as well, because this is yeah. 2 minutes toilet break, says Nick. Absolutely, why not? I won't. But I will take on some water. Okay, so this is the main one. main race. And it's all GT3s tonight, so it's all the GTD. Really close times indeed, Robert. Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a close one. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see. Obviously, racing softs and racing mediums have to be used. So it's going to be very interesting to see who comes out using what. That's for sure. We got a bit of an update on that bit there. That's nice, thank you. Okay, good luck. Very quick. It is. Magdalena, very quick times, very fast. Yeah, absolutely. You know, so 122.496, 122.6, 123. Like I say, Chad was on for a 122.6 perhaps before he went off. So yep, check tyres, everybody. Indeed, you're going to want to make sure you're on the right tyre. Like I say, you've got to use racing softs and racing mediums, so that choice is going to be very important for the first stint and then obviously for your second stint. The race is now starting. Full wets are ready, says Robbo. He's getting ready with the wets. So here we go, guys. 40 laps. 40 laps indeed. It's going to be very exciting. Like we say, it's pretty close. Sio will lead them out. There we go. So we're about to start. Have a good race, everybody. Absolutely. Best of luck, everyone. Have a clean race. Have a lovely race. Enjoy it. Have fun. Then we go to spectate then. So here we go. Sio will be leading them out in the BMW M4. Flash of the lights there, and Robbo as well, flashing some lights too. Absolutely. Let everybody know you're there. Hippie in P2, Sio P1, P2, P3 for the AMG, but we'll see it as it all comes out. And Sio will indeed cross the line. Let me get that done. There we go. Sio coming out, holding line. At the moment, everyone holding position. A little bit of Wes looked like he was going to look for a little bit of a move there with Chad, but managed to keep it there. Chad managing to keep himself in front there, keep P4 just behind Robbo, Wes as well, and then we had Larry, of course, staying up with these guys at the moment with Wes. Wes got to be careful, get dirt on those tyres, stand on there. But, yeah, Larry P6, then we have Vettel in P7 at the moment. Nick in P8, Shockey P9 with Severi in P10, then we have Peter in P11, and we have Dexter in P12 at the moment. Yeah, there we go, I'll come back up onto Sio. Oh, careful Sio, that could be a half, that could be a penalty, maybe, it might not be, but it might be, let's see how that goes. He's still in P2, no, he's okay, so maybe in P2, we've got Robbo in P3, but does have a half-second penalty, so looks like Chad and possibly Wes will gain from this. Unfortunate for Robbo there, moves over to the left to burn off the penalty. Brilliantly done, there you go, that's how we do it, that's how you do it, with sportsmanship there guys, brilliantly done, well done Robbo. So yep, Chad moves up into P3. There's plenty of time, 40 laps here, so it's not as if this is a sprint. It's not. It's 40 laps, so you can get that bit of time back. Just got to put your head down and yeah, keep it flowing. Gives you wings. It definitely does. There you go. And then you got Yari, who's currently P1 in the Pro-Am with Vettel in P2. So these two are pretty close together. Vettel. Could have the difference there. You could have the difference between the tyres here. One could be running with racing mediums, one could be racing with racing softs, so that could be the difference here. Keep that in mind as we watch through here, especially as some of the positions will change. It might become a little bit more obvious as to who's using what. So let's get back up on here again. Robbo P5. So Chad in P3, we've got Hippie in P2 in the Huracan. Racer 1-4, Dougie, how are you, Doug? Nice to have you here, buddy, nice to have you here. Hope you're keeping well. So yep, Sayo in P1 with Hippie. Oh, went rather deep with the brakes there, Hippie. Possibly missed his braking point there. Still managing to hold on to that. P2, these two have given themselves a little bit of breathing space. Not a lot, but a little bit. Oh yes, yeah. Managed to get mine done earlier on. But yeah, it's about the time of day for you, isn't it, I'm guessing? In the afternoon, early afternoon. Mid. But yeah, thanks for joining us, buddy. Thanks for joining us. Hippie in P2 at the moment. We have Chad in P3 in the 296. Just over a second behind, but again, 4 PM. Ah, okay. Mid-afternoon, that sort of thing. Wes is just behind Chaz as well, so they'll be keeping each other company. Apps, yeah, go Pubster. Yeah, that's the one. Yep, Chad will take that support all day, Doug, you know that. Chad holding on to P3 at the moment in the 296 and setting fastest lap so far, so yeah. We'll have a look at tyres in a moment, see who's gone with what, but it will be interesting. And yeah, where's Revenant's in? Vettel, so he's Vettel's friend. DK, indeed, DK is racing. Yeah, but yeah, 911 does pretty well here, but yeah. I don't think anyone in the Pro, apart from Nick, I think, has the 911. We'll go down through in a bit, but yeah. Very close between these two now, though. Very close indeed. But yeah, nice to have you in, Revenant. And pretty sure Vettel DK will be enjoying your support as well. Yeah, he's setting purple laps now. Right on the back. That is so close. Look at this. Oh, well held, well held. Collected some dirt. We'll go through the Pro-Am drivers in a moment. Oof. Well held. Has he managed to keep it? Wow, more of these three now. Hippie, look at that. So Wes now with a 122.85 57 second lap time. So yeah, times are coming down here. I think Hippie might be on the mediums. I'm getting that vibe. The others might be on the softs at the moment, and Hippie might be on the mediums. So that might be the case. And if that's the case, then they will have the race medium tyre later on. So that might be the time when Hippie will then start making a bit of ground, making a bit of time back on the guy. So let's see how that unveils. But Wes just sneaking it on the inside a little bit, but Chad just managing to hold that as Wes. Not quite. It would have been a very brave move to make it through there. Very brave. That left is a very difficult place to put that wrong. Yeah, absolutely. Too right. Oh, no. He's lost it. Oh, wow. The back end just lost there. And Vettel just going round. Oh, careful. Well done. He's allowed Vettel passage there. That was so unlucky. That back end just flipped slightly. Just slid. And we know the corkscrew can take you at any time. But yeah, that's such a shame. Right up there as well. Right up there. So but luckily another 34 laps to go for Chad, so we can still pull some time back. He's just 7 seconds now adrift, but he probably would have been carrying a little bit of damage too. And then we have Yari in the Pro-Am, currently leading the Pro-Am drivers from Severy. P2 for Pro-Am. Nick in is in the Pro, of course. So currently P9 overall in the Porsche, but might be on the medium, so might have the softs coming in the second stint. We will have a little look. We'll see when they come in their pit stops. I don't imagine too many people coming in before lap, let's say 18, 19, something like that, I would have thought, depending on whether they go for a two-stopper. But there's Shockey in the Porsche. Currently holding P10, but holding P3 in the GT4. No, actually he's holding P3, P4. Yeah, Vettel's in P1 actually, isn't he? So yeah, DK in P1 at the moment for the Pro-Am. So yeah, definitely leading, heading it out. Yari in P2. So yeah, I had a little bit wrong there, guys. Sorry about that. But yeah, Shockey in P4 at the moment. Pete in P5. Oh, get back on the track quick, Peter. That's it. Well done, well done, well done. There we are. Okie dokie, that's it. There's plenty of time yet, plenty of time yet. Got a little bit wide there as well, still carrying the dirt on the tyres at the moment. There we go, then we've got Dexter in P12. In the BMW M6, this one, the Cattle. This is, of course, those that know a bit of DTM will know this is, oh no, commentator's curse. I was just about to say that, yeah, obviously we know this is a, that's it, spin it round, he's done it. Well done, well done, well done. Dexter, that's it. Put your foot down, away you go. That's it now. Go, go, go. But yep, you'll recognise that as DTM livery for the BMWs. Back in the day, back in 2019 I think it was. The Cattle, they also had a Shell Oils one as well, I believe, but yeah. Go back now to P, wow, back to P1, and we've still got this dual now. Damage is on, yes it is, it's on weak. So it will repair itself over a period of time, but yeah, it is on the weak setting. But all the same, as soon as you get a little bit of damage, it's, as you know, it does affect your handling and overall control and pace as well. So you don't, you do lose a little bit of speed through it as well. Sayo still managing to hold on to P1 at the moment, closely followed by the Huracan of Hippie. Then we have Wes also in the second of the Huracans, not too far off either. Ah, yeah, he's running the M6, but it's an M4. Doug, don't say M6, M4. Because it's an M4. It's an M4 liveried. So yeah, we'll stay with that. So it's a BMW M4. And yeah, so Wes holding on to P3 at the moment. And they're catching up now to Dexter as well. Yes, looks like it. So yeah, Robbo holding it with the AMG in P4. And yeah, Chad now catching back up to Robbo. And yeah, Dexter's obviously those couple of spins he's lost a lot of time, unfortunately, so he's got himself in a bit of a position where he's going to be having to look for the faster traffic coming through now, and it's always going to be tricky. Yeah, it's an M4, so it almost looks it, almost, doesn't sound it, but it looks almost looks it. So yeah, yep, Chad in P5 there at 296. So just maintaining a bit of time now from Robbo. He managed to pull it back. He was, if you remember, he was indeed 7.5 seconds behind the leader, so he's managed to crawl back a couple of seconds in those, what is, 5 laps. So yeah, really good, really good. And we've got Vettel just behind, so Vettel currently P1 for the Pro-Am class, so doing really well with the 296 here. Obviously needing to be wary of that back end, so yeah, I don't know which way he went, but there it is. Classic Francorchamps Motors livery. There it is. So holding P1 at the moment. The Pro Am. Larry in P2 at the moment. But it could be a difference in tyres, so we'll have to keep that in mind. Nick now moving up a little bit, so he's into P8 at the moment. So Nick has moved up. Slowly but surely he's sort of bringing himself up, back up to the rest of the guys. The rest of the pro drivers might be on the mediums as well, so might have the softs yet to come. Severy P9 now, so I think Severy started P10 if I remember rightly, so he's managed to get himself up to P9. Peppermint oil, yes indeed, yep. It is minty, it's certainly looking minty. I think it's the Monster Mint. The mile 11 with Nick has that, definitely the Monster Mint. So yeah, Shockey in P10 at the moment, again in that lovely Golf, classic Golf liveried Porsche. I would think probably running mediums at the moment maybe, so we might have the softer compounder tyre yet to come. He might gain a bit of pace. I think he's going to overlap Dexter by the looks of things. Dexter is the car that's in front of him at the moment. No, I'm wrong, it's Severy, so he's just 2 seconds behind Severy at the moment, so he's just keeping himself tight. Peter just coming through the last left-hander. And down through he comes to cross the line. Time 1:26.7. And then we have Dexter, who's just drifted a little bit further back. Like I say, you have a couple of spins, and when you do that, it's tricky on here because you can lose a lot of time. And unfortunately he has, but he's on blue, so he's on for a quicker lap at the moment. His quicker lap was at 1:27.4, so he's on for a quicker lap time here. That's it. Keep it nice and steady. Well done, GG's. Go back up to the front end as well now, because yep, there you go, that's how you take it. Well done, nice one Dexter. Very done. So we come back to Sio now. These two are like shadows essentially, and as I say shadows, you can see shadows slightly casting now. Oh, the pressure there from Sio, from Hippie. Sliding there, but oh crikey, they're really pushing these guys really hard. It's brilliant to watch, absolutely phenomenal. Sio still managing to hold that P1 at the moment with Hippie and P2 for the Huracan. 23.6 with Chad with a 122.8 as well, so Chad has really come back into this. 122.8 as well, holding the fastest lap at the moment. He's in P5, managed to get himself back up into P5. He's done really well there. Yep, Hippie, keep it tight, come down through the corkscrew. It's always tricky coming down through there, you get that compression. And with Wes, sort of Huracan, currently P2 and P3. These two keeping each other a lot of company, but look at this as well. It's crazy between these three, what a battle. Where'd you go here, where'd you go? This is phenomenal racing. Where's in P3, we've got Robbo in P4, we've got Chad in P5. We have Huracan from AMG, from Ferrari. P3, places 3, 4 and 5 respectively. Both collecting a little bit of dust there. Collecting a little touch more on that pass as well. But yep, managing to keep it on track. Always nice to keep on the correct line. Where's just pulling away a little bit. Ooh. Well done, well done. I thought Chad had gone a little bit wide there, but he hadn't. Held it, well done. He's still there in P5. Just the only thing you wonder really is how much of the tyres he's used to claw himself back through. Robbo could be holding up P4, where's in P3. But great that Chad jumped in. He is reserving for DTR deck this evening. It's Chad, so great to see. And DTR deck was in a Ferrari, so it's only right, I guess, that Chad comes in and he's in the Ferrari as well. So he's representing in very much the same way in terms of the manufacturer there. So with the Ferrari 296, excellent stuff. Robbo obviously with the AMG, he's rocking that Verstappen livery. There it is. You've got to be very close when you dip into the sand. Got to be very careful indeed, and miss as many of those sausages as you can. The two up front are just absolutely following each other like a shadow, and I'll pop down through now. We'll have a quick little look to see how the rest of the grid are doing. The two up front are just shadowing each other, and these three are pretty much doing the same. What a battle these three are having. Oh no, Wes has lost it, Wes has lost it. Oof. And that's not the best place to lose it, it's horrible. Right on that corkscrew. He'll be looking to come back through onto the track, but you've got to be careful. Oh, thankfully he must have... unlucky, that's so unlucky. But yep. Okay, that has changed things a little bit, but yep, still plenty of time to go. Yep, 26 laps yet to go. Wes will be looking to try and pull himself back there. That's so unlucky. Very similar to what happened to Chad actually. I'm guessing that might must be an MR kind of thing really, with the balance of the car, where the engines are. Coming down at the top, coming down through the corkscrew, but that's such a shame. Dropped it from P3. Shocky there. Shocky still managing that 2.5 seconds to Severy at the moment. And Severy is close to Nick. M3 guy. And he's not too far off from Yari. So Yari holding it there in P2 in the Pro-Am at the moment. Vettel in P1 in the Pro-Am. In P5 as well, so great drive from these two so far. There's Vettel. Sorry, just moving the microphone a little bit there. But yep, there's Vettel. Currently P1 in the Pro-Am, so excellent drive so far. And we'll just have a quick look, because it looks like Robbo and Chad are having a bit of a battle here. Robbo's got the inside though. Can Chad get round the outside? Space given. But yeah, it's just a bit too tight, but space was given. Great respectful driving between these two. Look at that. Again, both together. This is brilliant. Collecting a bit of dust there. Right on with Robbo here. Let's hold it together here with these two. Oh, this is so close between the two. Just holding it at the moment. You've got to be so careful coming up through that corner, especially when you've got the slip, because you do lose that little bit of downforce. A slightly tighter line there. Through, he's holding it very close with Chad. Oh, Chad going wide as he... Although, God, what a battle this is. And they're closing in on Peter as well on the Pro-Am. Peter moves over to the left. Brilliant driving by Peter. Well done Pink Floyd Peter. Moved over to allow the faster drivers through. Crikey, look at this now, and it's just changing all the time between these. What What a battle! What a battle indeed! There we go. Great racing between these two. Slightly tighter lines being taken by Robbo, but great battling between these two, and this is a bit similar to Hippie. That, like I say, it's a shame that Wes had dropped off there, because oh my word, he's oh no, again. Chad did so well to get himself back in there. Get back on that track quick, Chad. That's it. Crikey, he's got to let a few go through, and he knows he's in a bad position there. And go. You've got to go. Yep, absolutely. That's such a shame. He's done it again. He's got himself all the way up to P3 as well. Oh, crikey. A back end again. Just maybe it's touching a little bit of the edge of the curbing. I'm not sure, but it's just enough. Close again there as well. So whether it's just touching enough that curbing to just lose that tail end. So yeah, and down to P9. That's so unfortunate. I know there's still 23 laps to go. He's going to pit in. So we've got Chad pitting in. We've got Peter pitting in. He's coming off the medium. So Peter's now got the softs to come. Chad is coming off the softs. So he's going to be joining back on with the mediums. So he won't need to fuel up again. He won't need to pit again. He'll just be able to go out now for the rest of the race. So we'll now pop up and see how everyone else is doing. Shockey up into P8 then. So Severy into P7. Nick P6 currently. Then we have Yari in P5. Robbo in P4. Now, did Robbo make a mistake? Must have done. Robbo must have made an error and I've missed it. I apologise for that, everybody. I apologise for that, viewers. Looks like I've missed that one. If you've only just joined us as well, I'll give you a quick update. You are currently watching the DTR IMSA 2026 series, and we had the MX-5 Cup series earlier on, support series, 12 lapper. Great race that was. And we currently now have the main series running here, which is the GTD and GT3s. We have the GTD Pro and the GTD drivers. Pros in the red, the GTD in their greens. Currently we have Vettel, who is in P3 in the Ferrari, and the 296 having really enjoying that. He's top of the Pro-Am at the moment. Robbo is right behind him. They're in different races, but they are still in the same race. So although they're in different splits, they're still in the same race. So they're racing, and any passing or overtakes have to be done cleanly and fairly. There's no gives or takes here. It has to be done in the right way. Vettel leading, or DK I should say, leading in the Pro-Am. Robbo in P4. We then have Yari in P5 in the Pro-Am. He's currently P2 in the Pro-Am. Then we have Nick now, who's moved his way up a little bit now, up into P6, currently holding P4. Well held in the pros. Then we have Severy, currently P3 in the Pro-Am, so doing exceptionally well. He's right up with Nick there. That little slide from Nick just bringing Severy back in. Severy can use that little bit of slip if he wants. Maybe that can drag him away a little bit from Shockey. He's currently at P4 in the Pro-Am for Porsche. That Golf livery. Wes coming into the pits as well. Now we'll see Wes coming off the softs. So Wes will be coming onto the mediums. Off the softs and onto the mediums now. And Chad on the medium tyres, as we know. He's already changed. So he's now up and running, I would say, for the rest of the race. And we'll be looking to steadily so yeah, so Wes wasn't listening to his pit crew when they called him in, and he decided to stay out. and now he's decided to pit. So yeah, pit crew have said box, 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 and Wes has said, okay, I'm coming in. Top me up with some fluids, and I'll take an extra bottle of water as well. There he goes, he's out on the mediums then, so he rejoins us. Should be fueled up as well by the looks of things for the rest of the race, so Wes will be coming out as well. Chad now up into P9 currently. We'll go back up now. Shocky. Severy's still with Nick. And at some point, they've got to remember, I'm not sure what they're running, but yeah, I'm sure we'll be seeing some more pitting coming soon. Yari is with Vettel right now. Robbo back up into P3 then, so Robbo did manage to get himself back up into P3. So he'll be looking to try and make a little bit of a gap, a little bit of a distance if he can. Yari holding on to P5 at the moment, which is P2 in the Pro-Am. Exceptional driving so far. Vettel then, currently holding P1 in the Pro-Am. Well done, currently holding P4 overall. And there's Robbo, you can see up in front, currently holding P3 in the Pro. Well done, well held, well held, well held. And yeah, it's just a case of who will be pitting in soon, because I think there's going to be a few visits coming soon in the old pits. And in comes Vettel, pitting in. Vettel coming off the softs, so he's done really well, getting 21 laps out of the softs there. Robbo also coming in as well, he's coming off the mediums there, so Robbo running the mediums, which I thought he was when earlier on in the race, when I thought he was, the other guys had pulled away a little bit from him and he wasn't able to sort of answer it too quickly. Hippie up into P1, Sayo in P2, so there's, oh okay, it's a change in the lead there. So as we have Robbo and Vettel in the pits at the moment changing tyres, we now have Hippie out in P1. In the Harsel Racing Huracan, followed by Sayo in the BMW M4. Oh, well held, well held, well held. Well held by Sayo as well. These two, I haven't had a lot of time between the pair of them really. They've both been racing so hard, so fast and so fair between them. Matched each other very much so for pace. So he's got a 126, I'm not sure whether he might have just had a little bit of a spin or a slide. Might have just gone onto a bit of dirt and lost a bit of time, so that might be the case in lap 21. So holding P2 at the moment. Sayo, Hippie P1, but these two have been at it 22 laps realistically so far. They really have. Hippie in the Huracan, closely followed by Sayo, 1.6 seconds behind in the BMW M4. Yari now pitching in, and Yari coming off the mediums as well, and Nick coming off the mediums, Shocky also coming off the mediums, so they've all got the better compounded tyre to come. They're all going to be coming out on the soft tyre, and as the sun comes down and the track goes off a little bit, in terms of temperature, the soft I think is going to be a pretty useful tyre. So they might well have got their strats the right way round, but we will see. We will see how this pans out. As we know, you generally get a little bit of a gap and then things can start to come back together again. So Severy then, currently P3 overall, currently holding P1 for Pro-Am. Coming up to the left-hander. Peter and P12 at the moment. But yeah, slightly deep on that one. I'm not sure if Severy's been in for tyres. If he hasn't, he might well be coming in. Sayo is now coming for tyres. So Sayo's coming in off the mediums. He's going to come off onto the softs. He had 8 litres left of fuel as well, so still a pretty good amount of fuel there. Severy staying out at the moment, making the most of it. Sayo. There's Sayo now, changing those tyres, coming out onto the softs. taking on just enough fuel to complete the race, I would have thought. And there we are. Severi now moves into P2, but I'm not sure if Severi has pitted. Severi yet to pit. He's staying out and trying to extend as much as he can with this stint. Big old V8, so you can short shift a little bit with the V8s, which helps to save a bit of fuel. And through that fuel saving, you can go a little bit longer because the power tends to be a little bit lower down, and the torque. So use those torquey motors a little bit lower down the rev range. There he comes through. Corkscrew, so holding it through now. Hippie now pitting in as well, so Hippie is now pitted. He's coming off the mediums as well, so Hippie was running mediums. So he's yet to use the softs. Severi is staying out here. Keeping out, I'm guessing he's running the medium tyre. Absolutely, must be running the medium tyre here. And sipping fuel. Sayo, Hippie coming out now then, so Hippie coming out. And it's between whether... Oh, this is going to be very close between Hippie and Sayo. Wow, look at this, they're coming round at the same time. Hippie rejoining, and out he comes. He's just in front, and has he got enough acceleration to keep him there? Very tight between the two. Not quite. Just wasn't able to get on the throttle quick enough as you come out of that pit lane, because it does throw you over a little bit, and when it throws you over a little bit, you'll sort of, it throws you over the other car really. So yep, just had to ease off a touch there. Still 15 laps to go of this one. Severi holding P1 currently, but yet to pit, so Severi will have to pit. So holding P2 and Hippie P3, but these are P1 and P2 once we have the pits all done. Touch of a little slide there, but they're both running the softer compounder tyre now. Severi now pumping in, and he's coming off the medium, so yep, he will be running with the softs when he comes back in. It's a question of whether he can stay in front of Jari and Vettel. That's his battle, that's his race really for the Pro-Am. He's got to fuel up as well yet, but he will take on a little bit less fuel, so pit time will be a little bit less, but he might have lost a bit of time going in. Let's see. Has the gamble paid off? So then, now he takes P1, which is their correct positions now. Hippie and P2. Absolutely. Thank you, Stig. Yeah, absolutely. Keep going, champs. Yeah. They've been battling all the way through, to be honest, Stig, so it's been a heck of a battle between them. Barely been, I think at the worst was around about 2 seconds, but I think that was only for 2 laps, I think, from an error. But otherwise, they've been within a second of each other. Most of the time, it's been like this. So, yeah. Yeah, it is. Easy to say, not so easy to do sometimes, but yeah, thanks to you. Brilliant stuff. But yeah, so holding that time between them is just brilliant, really. I will go through, obviously, with everybody else in a second, but yeah, just running it through, seeing how these guys are getting on. You can see the sun coming down as well now. So we are getting into the evening, the mid-evening part now, as the sun starts to come down. The lights are coming on the cars. And the BMW holding P1 currently with the Huracan in P2, but there's less than 3/10 between the two of them. And Hippie looking to the inside, seeing if Sayo was going to cover. Going to be interesting to see how it's... Oh, collects a bit of dust, a bit of sand on the edge there. 30 tyres going into this corner. Can he hold it? Oof, yeah, it's very tricky, isn't it? Yeah, he managed to hold it at the moment. So, yeah, these two will continue their battle, I'm sure. I'm just going to see where Robbo at the moment drifted off a little touch, but these two did make a bit of a gap between themselves and the others. So that's still there at the moment. But Hippie with the 122.522 as well. So fastest lap of the race with Hippie, 122.522 in the Huracan on lap 26. Cars racing. But, oh, did you see that jump? Wow, the front end completely lifted. Oof, Hippie is pushing. He's definitely doing what he can to stay with Sayo there. Paying homage to the Aston Martins. Let's see how... Well done, well done. Oh, crikey. Again, time comes down as they go over the brow, down the hill to the tight left-hander and the hairpin. And around they go. Let's have a little look through then. So we come off these two for the moment. Just going to have a quick little look through. Robbo is on his lonesome here in P3 at the moment. So 122.952 in lap 27 as well. So yeah, definitely setting some pace there. He'll be on the softs. Jari then is in P4 now. So Vettel lost the position there. I don't think there will be stick, to be honest with you. I think the guys can hold it. You know, I think they can. I think most of them went with the mediums the first half, and they managed to run the mediums pretty well, to be honest, to sort of around about 20, 23, 24 laps. So they've managed to do that with the medium tyres, and which means they can come out on the soft tyres and really go for, look at that, beautiful, as the sun is setting. So yeah, probably the pit stops will have finished now. And then we have Jari, Nick in P5. So Nick has slowly made his way up, hasn't he? Slowly made his way up. He's done very well indeed. Vettel now is keeping himself in front of Severy. So Vettel in P6, Severy in P7. We have Chad in P8. This is going to be a tight one because all of these drivers will be looking to, are racing. I mean, they're racing. I mean, you've got Vettel and Severy both in the Pro-Am, P2 and P3 respectively. Look how tight this is between the two of them. And then we have Chad right at the back of them as well in P8 in the Pro. So this is tight, super tight. Severy going to look on the inside. Can he make it work? He's braking late. DK sees him, gives space, brilliant racer, and again, and space given to the inside. Oh, unlucky, there you go. So, yep, brilliantly racing, no, brilliant racing. Oh, well done, Chad, well done. I thought he was about to lose that tail again, but he managed to hold it. Keep it together. That's it, absolutely. Crikey. So, yep, Severy managed to take that P2, Vettel in P3, so look at the sun coming down. That's looking beautiful now. Look at that. Absolutely amazing. So, and Hippie still holding position at the moment in P1 and P2 respectively. Vettel is on the medium tyre, I believe. So, yeah. And I think Chad is also on the medium tyre. So these two are both on the mediums. Severy, I believe, is on the soft. But it's weather. Oh, there's no move there. Went for a sniff. Had a little sniff on the inside there. So yeah, I'm not sure there would have been something there for you. So yeah. And DK Vettel holding his P7 at the moment. Very, very good drive so far from DK. He's driven really well indeed. Chad, P8, Shockey in P9, so not too far behind, but he's got a bit of space in between himself now. Hey! Simon Jerry. Nice to have you in, buddy. Nice to have you in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining us. So, yep, Shockey in P9 at the moment. He's got himself ahead of Wes, who's in P10. Had that awful spin early on, which was really difficult, but he had that awful spin and he lost an awful lot of time. And yeah, it's been a battle to try and pull that time back. It really has. So GG's, he came in, replaced Kieran, I believe. So yeah, thank you very much for that. Yeah, absolutely. Hey Simon, Simon's in with us there. But, Yeah, replaced Kieran for this race. He's reserved for this race. Holding P10 at the moment. We have Dexter in P11. And yeah, we'll go to Sayo and Hippie in a second. And Dexter still keeping it going. Pushing and pushing. 125 he's done as well there. 125.567, so good lap time. Well done, Dexter. It's not giving up. Pushing on right through to the end. Keep going, just 12 laps to go. 12 laps to go, keep going. Sayo still holding P1, but you can hear that V10 firing right behind. Look at this. Still together. 3 tenths between them. This is just a crazy battle. And I'm pretty sure that, there might be other battles on here, but this is just incredible at the moment. I'm looking on the map there, and there seems to be a bit of space between most of the drivers now. Yes, there is. There's space between most of the drivers now. So this really is the main battle. So I think we'll stick with this one for the moment, because this is where it's at. Definitely where it's at. 122.796, and we have Hippie with a 122.056. Wow. And people were saying that the Porsche was quick round here. This is incredible. Great drive from Hippie so far. And Thyla too. Both have given us a heck of a battle here, all the way through. I think it might be time to get a bit of onboard action as well in a moment. So at the start of lap 33 we'll get a bit of onboard action as well. We'll sit on board with Hippie. And you can see as it's starting to get a bit darker now, the softs will be very helpful indeed, because the track will start to cool off a little bit. And that's when you'll want those softer tyres, really. Give you that extra bit of grip. I think with the mediums you're going to run the risk of being a little bit slidey with the softs. So still holding on to that P1. These two racing beautifully together. They really are. And again, just that little slide as he comes out. It's just something that I think the FR might suffer with there a little bit on that corner. So we'll jump on with Hippie then, going around the outside at the moment. There we go, that's the view. That's a view from Hippie's cockpit at the moment. That's he's got his legs bearing down on Sayo at the moment. Just 4 tenths between the two of them. Going on the power, nice and early. V10 singing behind Hippie. Come up to the hill, up to the top, to the right, and then to the left and down through the corkscrew. Oh, there you go. Well held, well held, well held. The left-hander here, and then we come to the right. It's very easy to overdo it here. So well held, brilliantly done, over to the right, and there you go. And he's right back with Sayo, only a tenth behind here. Sayo will hold that inside line. What a battle these two are having. What a battle they are having. This is brilliant, and yeah, so running a little wider, got him a little bit of a tighter line coming through there. And again, all the way, right there. Crikey, quite a battle. We'll stay on board here for the second lap. Why not? And you can see it's getting darker. The sun starts to sink. We've got 6 laps to go after this lap, and these two have been like this most of the race. Crikey, look at that. know people are watching the N24 at the moment, but are there any battles that are as close as this? Are there any battles that are as close as this right now? Look at that. Oh, and he could. Oh, couldn't quite squeeze to the left-hand side there. Sayo managing to hold that line. He's going to take the inside. Got to be careful. Which line's he going to take? There you go. So you can keep it on the left. What a battle. Crikey. It's amazing racing, guys. It really is. Great to watch. Phenomenal to watch. Wow. So still just holding it at the moment with the M6. Dab on the brakes. And feed it across. Hit the apex, take it wide and up the hill we go, over to the right, braking just before you hit the hill, the top of the hill. Oh, a slide there. Oh, and that's very lucky and unlucky all at the same time. Look at that. Oh, this is so tight between these two. Going up to that. Oh, careful. Okay, yes, wow, this is amazing racing. And again, so he's on the inside, he's now on the left. Space must be given. Has he managed to make it work? He has. So far, he's managed to get himself into that P1. He managed to get past Sayo on the 36th lap. That little slide again by Sayo. So tricky, that tail. Always wanting to sort of giving a little bit. It looks like they'll be lapping somebody soon as well. Wes, yep, so oh, and Sayo just went wide onto the gravel. Still managing to keep it within the 2 seconds there or thereabouts, but he'll have slightly dirty tyres. Well done. Oh, well done, well held. But he's lost a lot of time there. It's just the, it was a lot of patience by Hippie there, really a lot of patience indeed. But yeah, and just going up on that left-hander, going up the hill, it's just, if you're right behind someone, that downforce that you lose from that dirty air, it's just enough sometimes to put you a little bit wider than you would normally go. And Sayo just went that little bit wider from that dirty air. And that's a shame. We had an amazing battle going on between those two. Incredible battle, in fact. Incredible battle. He's secured P2, that's for sure, I would think, at the moment, but he's got to keep it good. I don't know how his tyres are. So managing to keep it well. He's look to bring it home. Hippie holding P1. Yeah, it's good. He did well, so it's yeah, brilliant driving at the moment. So yeah, Hippie P1 currently in the Huracan. Phenomenal race so far. Sayo in P2 again, did really well with the M6. You know, some might say it's not really an OP car for this particular track. So again, great effort indeed. At the moment, it's currently P2, but not over yet. Still another 3 laps to go. Yari in P3 in the Pro-Am, so he's P1 for Pro-Am at the moment. So 2 AMGs, himself and Rosberg. Not really racing each other, although they are, because they're in different splits, so it's not quite so bad. So Robbo's still in P3 overall in the Pro, and Yari in P1 in the Pro-Am, so yep. Nick in P4 currently as well, so Nick has done very well to get into that P4 position in the Pro. I'm sure he'll take that. I know it hasn't quite finished yet, but 3 laps to go. Doing exceptionally well now. And managing to keep himself in front of Severy. Severy doing really well as well. He's currently P2 for Pro-Am. In the RCF, there it is, the Lexus. Brilliantly driven. Vettel and Chad, both in the Ferraris in P7 and P8. We'll have a look at them too in a second. These two having a nice little battle too. Let's have a look at Vettel. Yep, he's got a nice little distance now. And he's just steadily going about his business. Holding P3, so a podium finish for Vettel. Holding P3 at the moment. Brilliantly done. Well done. Yep, P3 in the Pro-Am. P7 overall. Then we have Chad in P5 in the Pro, P8 overall, and you can just hear that Porsche in the background. Well done, Chad. Steady, that's it. He's had 2 pretty bad spins tonight, and it's cost him an awful lot of time. It robbed us what potentially could have been some nice battling towards the front end, definitely. He was definitely up there battling away. P2, P3, P4 early on. So it's a shame that he had those 2 spins. So yeah, you could hear that flat 6 Porsche of Shockey, P9. Currently holding P4th in the Pro-Am as well, so we'll be happy with that. Not too bad at all. Where's in P6 in the Pro, P10 overall. So Hippie. So holding on to P1 at the moment. He's coming up to Wes, he'll be lapping Wes. So Wes will know, and he's on lap 40 at the moment anyway, so he's on the final lap. So here we have it. Wes on the final lap, and so has dropped off a little bit now. Tyres possibly easing off. I know he's still nursing a bit of a wrist injury too. But yep, Hippie, P1 at the moment, coming down through the corkscrew. Takes the right-hander for the final time as he comes down to the tight left-hander. Also for the final time, the heart of racing, Aston liveried Huracan of Hippie will now cross the line. And there he goes, he takes the win, Brilliant drive by Hippie. Excellent drive, superb. P1 for Hippie, congratulations on that one. Brilliantly driven, and now we'll go to Sayo. He's coming over the line as well. Great, Sayo, great, brilliant battle. Superb battle. Lots of people saying GG Hippie on that one as well. Yeah, absolutely. But Sayo and Hippie had a heck of a battle for so many laps. Of a brilliant race to watch between those two. Yari brings it home for the Pro-Ams. P3 overall, P1 in the Pro-Am as well. Exceptional drive. And then we have Robbo flashing those lights. Absolutely. P3 in the Pro and P4 overall. Excellent drive. Severy, P2 in the Pro-Am. Nick, P4 in the Pro. Vettel coming over, yay, and he gets that P3, that final podium position in the Pro-Am. Chad getting P5 in the Pro, well done Chad. Shockey now will come over and get P4, flash those lights, Shockey, yes absolutely. P4 for Shockey in the Porsche. Brilliantly done. Sayo unlucky. Was coming down through, didn't give up, kept going. And there you go. That's it, bring it around to the left. And there he goes. Didn't give up, kept going all the way. Brilliantly done, Wes. Yeah, absolutely. Give it a wiggle. Again, Wes unfortunately had a couple of spins as well throughout the race. The one put him right the way back. So, yep, very tricky indeed. There we have it. So victory goes to Hippie. At one place, started P2 and went up to P1 in the end. So congratulations to Hippie. GG's. And there we are. Look at that. So we'll give that absolutely a save. And then we'll go to the results. And let me save these before we disappear. That's it. Lovely stuff. So there we are. And there we have it then. So brilliantly driven. What a battle. Absolute immense battle between Hippie and Sayo. Only the last 2 or 3 laps, I think. Last 3 or 4 laps. Crikey. Otherwise, they were in each other's pocket all the way through that exceptional race. Really was. Fantastic to watch. Brilliantly done, guys. Well done. GG. So Hippie finishing P1 with a finishing time of 56.31.549, so 56 minutes and 31 seconds. Sayo in P2, not too far behind, but it was a lot closer than that. That by the time last few laps, I know Sayo I think was struggling a little bit, but yep, up until the last sort of 4 laps, it was right on it. Absolutely, both of them. Amazing race. And then we had Yari in P3, so finished P3 overall. Yari with P1 for the Pro-Am, so congratulations Yari on P1 for the Pro-Am, and also finishing P3 as well. Robbo finishing 3rd, although finishing 4th. It was close, yeah, absolutely, some lovely close racing, and you can see the times there, although they don't really give a true feel of the race. The racing was quite a lot closer, so it was really good. But anyway, yeah, Robbo in P4, Severy in P5, great drive by Severy there in the RCF. Nick P6 in the end in the 911, and I know Nick will be happy with that. Getting himself into P4 in the Pro-Am, so that'll be really good. Draw himself back from, I think he started 10th, something like that, so yeah, he'd be happy with that. Vettel P7, again, great drive by Vettel, really good drive, so P7 there, and P3 in the Pro-Am, so again, podium finish for Vettel. Chad in P8, so Chad was really unlucky, so yeah, getting that P4 in the Pro, but it was really unlucky because he could quite easily have been in the top 2 or 3 there. Just really good race in the Ferrari there, in the 296. Just had those 2 spins at just the wrong places, just so difficult. And yeah, and when that happens and you're in the wrong place, you know you have to wait for the other cars to come through before you rejoin, and that's brilliant, really, because it's just great to see that Chad did that. Also, I believe that Wes did that as well, and they both got a bit caught in certain places where they just couldn't get back on the track. They had to wait. So yeah, thanks guys, thanks for that, brilliant stuff, and thanks for Nick for hosting tonight. Yeah, absolutely, but unlucky for Chad, but P8 in the end, battled back exceptionally well. Shockey P9, and yeah, again P4 for Pro-Am, so again you'll be happy. It's a nice little P4, so yeah, just outside the podium, but good points nonetheless. Wes stepped in tonight for Kieran, but a great drive all the same, and look at that lap time, 1:22.857 he set there as well, so again, great pace by Wes, so yeah, exceptional pace. Just had the awful spin coming down through the S's, and he just couldn't get himself round and back on track. Unlucky for that, and otherwise it could have been very different. We had Dexter P11 and Peter in P12, and yeah, with the M6 and 650 respectively. So brilliant stuff, yeah, great drive. And we'll go back to these guys here. So yeah, thank you so much everybody, it was a great race tonight. I'm glad you all joined us. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe if you've enjoyed it. Also give a like, give a thumbs up as well if you haven't already. It'd be really nice to do that. You can always leave a comment if you want, only if it's nice, of course. But yeah, always leave a comment if you like. But no, absolutely great stuff. Thank you so much for joining us. We're back at it again in a week's time, but this one IMSA will be in 2 weeks' time. Next week we have CTC, which is the Community Team Cup, so that's coming up next Saturday. But I won't be on my own for that one. I know I'll have DTR Richie in with me, so yes, Richie will be with me on that one. He'll be joining me in for that one, and that'll be the Community Team Racing, Community Team Cup. and that will be next Saturday. And Chester, thanks so absolutely unfortunate tonight, Chad. Brilliant drive though, mate. Brilliant drive. Got to say, you pulled yourself back so well after that first spin, and wow, yeah, I mean you were right. You're right back in it. And just that second spin, that was so unlucky. But no, brilliantly done, mate. Brilliantly done. Lovely, lovely to have you in. Laguna is, yeah, it will give you that Laguna Seca. It's one of those tracks. I love it. I do love Laguna Seca, but when it wants to, it can spit you out off the track anytime, and that's what I love about it. It's one of those tracks, but it's a great track to race, definitely. But yeah, so join us for that, for Community Team Cup next Saturday. That will be on the 23rd. Myself and Richie will be hosting that, and I will be doing, we'll both be doing comms on that one. So that'll be a nice race indeed, and that'll be against TNR, Team Neutral Racing from South Africa. So yeah, we'll be them, and that'll be B. So that'll be a nice one. In 2 weeks' time, we'll be back with the next IMSA. So we'll be back with IMSA round 3, and that will be taking us to Yas Marina, which will be round 2 of the MX-5 Cup. That was so great tonight. It really was. The MX-5 Cup race was really good. Again, some close battles. Really exceptional racing as well, so that was good fun. And so that'll be in 2 weeks' time with the MX-5 Cup round 2, along with the main race, which will be a multi-class. So we will be going with the GT3s, GTDs, and also the LMP2s. So we'll be having the LMP2s coming with us for the first time, and that will be in 2 weeks' time. So that will be on the 30th, so join us for that. Until then, yeah, thank you so very much everyone for watching. It has been so much fun. Yeah, absolutely looking forward to CTC. Yeah, absolutely, Community Team Cup. That's next Saturday, so join us again, everybody, please do. Again, like I say, me and Richie will be hosting and doing comms on that, so really looking forward to that. Against that again, TNRB. That race is at Le Mans, and that will be in the GR10, the Toyota GR10. So yep, that'll be brilliant. Should be an interesting race indeed. Plenty of rain and everything. Really good. If we lock it to cockpit, yeah, absolutely. I think we'll do that with the MX-5. That was brilliant. Great stuff. Exceptional racing by everybody tonight. So thank you very much, everybody, for joining us this evening. Well done to everybody who raced tonight. GG's, everyone. Thanks to everyone who joined us in with the chat. All of those that's come in and had a watch and given a thumbs up and a like and everything else. Thank you so much, everybody. Take care, everyone. Have yourselves a wonderful rest of the evening, and also have a wonderful rest of the night. Yeah, absolutely. And until we meet again, until next Saturday, it's goodbye from me, and it's goodbye from Richie, who isn't with me here, but he will be with me next Saturday. Absolutely. So thank you very much, everyone. Take care, and speak to you all soon again. Bye bye for now. Bye bye. Bye bye.